Here is a requested tutorial on how to cut this stylish halter neck layered gathered dress. This dress is from Fit by Asa, and to start cutting this dress, you're going to mark out these basic measurements. You mark your shoulder to bust, under bust, waistline. Now 7 inches to get your hip point, and then there's a slight bask at the lower part of this dress. I'm going to start by marking my shoulder measurement divided by 2 at this point. After marking that, I'll come down by 1 inch. Now I'll go ahead and mark a basic neckline of 3 inches. After marking this, you're going to connect from the neckline all the way to the shoulder slope. The next step is to find your armhole line, and to get your armhole line is your bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Whatever you get, you will draw out a straight line there. Now the next step is to mark your shoulder measurement divided by 2 again. Place your tape, and you're going to connect this all the way to the upper part of your shoulder. Now the next step is to place your tape, divide your armhole into 2 equal parts, come out by ½ inch. Now place your tape and mark your bust measurement divided by 4. Connect from the midpoint to the upper part and connect to your bust measurement divided by 4. Now I'm going to start by marking my dart, which I'll mark my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. My nipple to nipple is 7 inches divided by 2. It will give me 3.5 inches. Go ahead to mark a straight line. I'll connect this all the way down. Now after I'm done connecting, the next step I'll take is to go ahead to divide my shoulder into 2, and I will mark the midpoint. Then go ahead to connect. I'm just marking this as a guide, right? So this is, you're going to cut this as a princess dart bust here. Now the next step is to take your dart intake. I'm marking 1 inch on both sides because I have a smaller bust. If you have a fuller bust, you're going to use 1 inch here and 1.5 on the other side. Now the next step you're going to take is to come up by 1 inch from your hip measurement. Your hip line is 7 inches after your waistline. Then go ahead to place your ruler, and you connect this all the way to the hip point. I'll also connect it all the way down. Now you can decide to use a straight dart if you want to. I'll connect from the bust to the under bust and connect at the other side. Now from the midpoint of my armhole, I'll be connecting it all the way to the bust line. Now the next step is to take my dart intake, which I'll mark 1 inch and connect. Now you can decide to share the dart ½ inch on both sides of your pattern to connect. So I'll just mark the 1 inch here. Go ahead to blend it into my initial dart. Now this 1 inch dart intake you took out, I'll measure it and replace it by the side. Then I will go ahead to connect this back into my initial armhole. I'll go ahead to use my marker to outline my pattern. The next step is to insert my body measurement. I'll place my tape, and I'm going to mark the bust measurement divided by 4 at this point at the bust line. Then I'll pick the dart intake I have here, and I'll replace it by the side. Then add your stitching allowance. Here I'll place my tape and mark my under bust measurement divided by 4. Then I'll pick this dart intake I have here, replace it, and add my stitching allowance. At the waistline, I'll place my tape, mark the waist measurement divided by 4, pick the dart intake, replace it on the side, and add my stitching allowance. Let's go over to the hip area. Now for the hip point, you're going to mark your hip measurement divided by 4, and you add your stitching allowance. After marking that, it's time to connect your pattern. I'll go ahead to place my ruler, and I will connect this all the way down. After connecting to the lower part, I will go ahead to outline. Now the next step is to mark my bust dart. Your bust dart is the difference from your shoulder to waist in front and your shoulder to waist at the back. For example, my shoulder to waist in front is 17, while my shoulder to waist at the back is 16. You're going to do 17 minus 16 will give you 1 inch. You go ahead and mark it and connect it all the way to the nipple point. That is how to get that point. Next step is to mark the lower part. So for the basque, I'm using like 2 inches from the hip point, right? Up to 1.5 there, but I will correct it later because I felt it was too low. So from here, use 2 inches or 2.5. The basque effect is not that deep, it's just a slight curve from 2 inches above your hip line to about 2 inches or 2.5 after the hip point. So it shouldn't be something that is way too deep. I'll go ahead and mark out a basic neckline of 3 by 3 inches, which I'll use to serve as a guide. Then I'll connect it all the way to the side. Blend your dart and connect to the armhole. Now, depending on what you mark here will determine whether the upper part of this dress might gape. So look at what we have on this dress. So this is what we want to achieve, and if you notice, it's not really fitted towards the bust, right? So I'll just readjust this just like I said, and I will reconnect it. I'll go ahead to reconnect it, and I'll change the slope. I made it not to be too deep, 2 inches above your hip points, and I also use 2 inches after my hip point, something that is not way too deep for the dress. I'll go ahead to connect. After connecting, I'll label it and go ahead to cut it out. If you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. Now for the upper part, you're going to attach like a strap to it or the bag. That is the only thing you're going to do towards the neckline. You make a little rose for the upper part, just like we have on the dress. After drafting this out, let's cut out the back. For the back, I marked the zipper. For the zipper, you can use 1.5 to 2 inches. Mark the chest line, the shoulder to bust, the shoulder to waistline at the back. After the waistline, measure 7 inches and add extra 2 inches for the basque. I'm going to start by marking the dart, which I'll mark the nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2, which will start after the zipper line. Now I'll place my ruler and draw out a straight line all the way down. After marking that, the next step I'll take is to mark ½ inch on both sides of my waistline. I'll come down by 1 inch here, measure 6 inches after my waistline, which is about coming up by 1 inch from the hip point. It's still the same thing. So I'll just go ahead to connect my dart. After connecting it, this is what I have. Let's insert our body measurement. Place my tape and mark the bust measurement divided by 4. Add my stitching allowance. I'll place my tape and mark my waist measurement divided by 4. Replace the dart intake I took out there and add my stitching allowance. So now I'll mark the hip measurement divided by 4 here and add my stitching allowance. After marking that, the next step I'll take is to go ahead to connect. Now after connecting, we are going to create the bask, come up by 2 inches and then go ahead to connect. Please, when connecting for the back, do not make it to be a bit too curvy. So I felt mine was too curvy, and slightly go up by 1 inch from the back, because if you closely look at the back of the dress, it is not that deep, right? So now what I'll do is to come down by ½ inch and connect to the chest line. This is to avoid my zipper from popping up. Come in by ½ inch here and reconnect this. So I'll come up by 1 inch from my hip point. I'm trying to mark out the basque. Connect from here all the way down, and then I will connect it to the chest line of my pattern, and I'll outline this. So this is what I have after marking the back. Please don't forget to readjust the hem of the back also. I'll go ahead to cut this out, and we'll now cut out the lower part of this dress. If you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. So after cutting this, let's cut out the back pattern. So what I'll do is I will merge up this front. You need the front pattern. So I'll use my tape to hold this down, right? So we are going to need this to cut out the lower part. Now for the lower part of this dress, to get the full length of your dress, you know that 2 inches we came up from the hip point, that is where you take the lower part measurement. You take it all the way to the gown full length. So that is what you'll be using as the length of the lower part. Now, the first step you want to take is to cut out the lining. For the lining of this dress, you cut it in form of a flay. So I'll be cutting this in form of a 180-degree flay, which I'll fold my pattern this way, right? Now, measure around your hip point. Use your hip point as a guide. Whatever you get, you're going to divide it by 2 and add extra 1 inch to it because of the presence of the zipper at the back of the dress. Let's say the full round measurement of my waistline is 20 inches. If you divide it by 2 to give you 10, then you add extra 1 inch, which will give you 11 inches. Then you go ahead to draw like a semicircle around that point. Now place your tape from the tip to that measurement. So where your tape meets the circle, what I have is 11.7 inches. That 11.7 inches, I'll take it all the way around. So you will do this with your own measurement, exactly what I am doing now. You will mark this measurement, take it all the way around. Now this is your new waist measurement. Now if you cut this and find out that you have an excess, do not panic. You can always split it on the waistline of your basque, because we are still going to gather layers of Ankara on the lining. Now you want to place your tape and mark. Now your lining should be 4 to 5 inches shorter than your full gown length, because we have 3 layers of Ankara. Now the last layer of the Ankara is going to make up the full length of your dress. I'll just go ahead and cut this out and open it up. So I'll go ahead and resize this pattern. Please, I want to use it to cut out this lower part, because we are cutting lower part on a smaller size, because if I cut it on a pattern paper, it won't fit. So I'll just go ahead and reshape this so that it will be small, so that I'll use it to cut out. Now after cutting out, place your pattern on fold. Take your front pattern, place it and draw out the shape, this basque shape that you have here, so that it will accommodate whatever you're working on. Now also for the back, we have like a slight basque. So for that slight basque you have, all you have to do first is to mark out where you're going to attach your layered gathers. So from the back, I'll just draw out a little slight basque to that area, right? So you just mark like 2 inches and connect it, or 1.5. The back shouldn't be that deep, right? It shouldn't be so deep. Now the next step is to cut out layers of your Ankara. So for this layer of Ankara, you have to like determine the length by yourself, depending on the height of the person. Now for each layer of this Ankara, one layer should overlap the other layer, right? One layer should overlap the other layer, and you should at least get something about 3 to 4 yards. That is the length of each Ankara should be around 3 to 4 yards, so that you can gather it enough around the waistline. So what I will do now is I'll just go ahead and take my pattern paper and pleat it. I'm just illustrating just to show you how the lower part will look like, right? So after placing it, now the next step is to place the other layer. Now the first layer should cover where the second layer is going to start, which I'll go ahead and I will pin it, right? So that is why you have to like measure this part. I can't really give a particular measurement because it depends on what you're making. That is the height of the person you're making the dress for. So you pleat it. Remember, your lining is 4 inches shorter or 5 inches shorter than your actual dress length. Now whatever you do, make sure that where you're placing the last layer of your gathers will make up the length of the last layer. That 4 inches or 5 inches you're going to minus, make sure the last layer of the Ankara you're going to pleat is going to complete the full length of your dress. So I'm just going to go ahead to gather this all the way down. So this is what we have. Now you're going to attach this to the upper part of your dress and then attach zipper at the back of your dress. If you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. So when you're joining, please, you're going to first of all join the lining separately. Join the lining separately, then you join the Ankara part separately, so that the Ankara will be separate on its own while the lining will be separate on its own. The only part that you might join the Ankara and the lining together is the upper part. This part I'm holding now because of the presence of the zipper at the upper part of the dress.